to see you guys. You all good?
Very well, very well. As good as can be, yeah.
Yeah, in this mad situation. So thanks for coming on, lads. Really appreciate it. A few things to talk about. There's a Lads and Ladies Without Sport. I don't know if you've seen it on Facebook. We've raised up to about £4,200, I think. Got a target of £10,000 all going to NHS charity. So as you boys are sportsmen in lockdown, I thought you might want to have a little interview or a little chat, little relaxing chat on a Monday night and see where you guys are at the moment. Mitch's hair's on point. Look at that. I think you just cut it for Dennis, haven't you?
I had to actually get some advice off Joe. My wife cut it horrific. So I had to sort of tip off Joe to go on YouTube and get an idea. He cuts his own hair. He always has.
Brilliant. The classical bowl cut.
Got to be done. What's going on with Heino's barnet then? I mean, looking good, mate. Looking on point.
He's just slick, isn't he?
It is a self cut as well. No, it doesn't take much to just get a clip and run it pretty straight back and sides. So, but these two Muppets, there's no chance they can do it.
It looks between Harry Styles and Elvis Presley, mate. I'll tell you.
They always choose the easy way.
Brilliant.
Shave it off, mate.
Massive thank
Terrible
you.
look.
I know you've obviously got very busy social diaries, and but I really appreciate you giving up a bit of time for a charity and raise a bit about the lockdown and what you guys are doing. I've got a random set of 30 questions as well, which are sport, non-sporting, no really rude ones, just kind of like funny ones that I honestly won't stitch you up. But yeah, thanks for coming on, guys. First of all, Dennis, obviously being an England legend, and Mitch, like we always have this chat with Mitch about when Aussies win, he's Aussie, and when England win, he's English. So let's start off with that first. I mean, what contact have you got with the England team and kind of like what's been going on during lockdown? Obviously, you've been playing really well for England in recent years and been going for. What are you smiling for, Mitch? Or you just?
I've just got a text from one of the lads.
All right.
I'll just get out of the bar.
Yeah. So Dennis, over to you, Dennis, about England really and what's going on with that bit at the moment as well. Not much probably, but yeah, over to you, mate.
No, not a great deal. We're in regular contact, I suppose. We've got our WhatsApp group, and they're pretty good in terms of staying in touch with us and keeping us informed of potential dates that we might get back to playing. Had a meeting today and still looking at the 8th of July, hopefully, where the test series against the West Indies will potentially start, but there's still a lot that has to sort of get signed off in terms of safety being the most important thing for everyone involved. And there's a lot of, obviously, things that go into making that series happen. Playing behind closed doors, choosing a venue, and lots of safety issues, I suppose. So at the moment, mate, it's a case of sticking to the government guidelines, trying to keep as fit as we can. We've been sent fitness schedules to keep up and little competitions each week to sort of keep that competitive nature going within all the fitness kind of things. And not a lot of cricket, unfortunately. I'm absolutely roasting to get out and do some cricket. I always moan when we're playing cricket about fielding, but you will never hear me moan about fielding ever again. What I would do to field for 100 overs straight right now.
Really?
Mate.
Is Heino thinking that's a mad concept of Dennis not wanting to be in the field?
He feels like that now, but 10 overs in, he's going to start moaning again. Maybe fake a migraine and go off the field.
Exactly.
Depends
if we get some migraine right now.
Is Dennis is he quite famous for not wanting to be in the field whilst fielding, and he just wants the bat, basically?
I played with Joe for about 5 years. It's pretty amazing, actually. And I know people that played with him a lot longer. Never once has he had a migraine on a batting day. Fielding days, migraine has to go off the bus. Unbelievable.
Migraines happen at the worst of times, though, Dennis, isn't they? Do you know what I mean? You can't book a migraine.
I've got
correct, mate. Migraines come on, in my experience, when you're most stressed, and I get most stressed when I'm fielding.
What, waiting on all these guys to help you out, yeah?
Yeah, correct. Well, waiting for Mitch to pull his finger out and take some wickets.
Brilliant. But yeah, so what I'll do is I'll fire some questions. We'll have a chat about the lads and ladies about sport, because obviously everybody's busting for sport, but everything's in the paper about cricket, football, when's it all back. But everybody needs to be safe. I think you're right there, Dennis. But how are you keeping fit, Heino and Mitch? And then over to you, Dennis. Heino, how are you keeping fit, mate? You're looking good.
Oh, I think it's just genetic, really. I don't know. I just do body weight stuff. I don't like to pick up heavy weights like Joe. Mitch just gets on the bike and cycles for 4 hours, even though it's like there's no. He's not even allowed to, but he doesn't care. He's got his own Australian.
There's actually nothing in the guidelines that says it has to be an hour. I've researched this.
You're wrong, mate. You're wrong.
It's an hour on my own. Everyone passes me because I'm slower than them. I'm on my own. It's beautiful. It gets me out of the house as well.
Yeah, but just I think I just do a lot of body weight stuff, finding ways to keep fit here at home. Luckily, I stay basically at the ground, so I just go for a little run there. But it's easy to stay fit with a little 2x2 little area.
Yeah, fair play. What about you, Mitch? So you're doing the cycling. What about you, Dennis? How are you keeping fit?
I'm cycling, but also Sussex have been very good to us, and they've actually brought equipment out of the gym. So I've got a few different weights set up here, and we have 3 Zoom calls a week that the whole squad get on, and we do a session together Monday, Wednesday, Friday mornings.
Oh, that must be interesting. Nice. Well, even Joffre gets involved in that, does he?
I haven't seen Joffre. He's probably like Joe. It's funny you say that, Toddy. When you play cricket with these guys for a long time, and they're all about down stuff, and then international, and yet it's quite lucky for Heino to spend some time with Joe.
I don't see that Joe's gone to his head about playing for England, not at all. Do you know what I mean? Being his number one fan.
We're very lucky with Joey.
You don't mean that at all, do you?
No, we are.
Brilliant. So what also about homeschooling? I know you've got one in the oven, Mitch, as well, and it's due. Is it due? The baby due in June, July?
Yeah, same as Heino. Heino's about a month after us.
Yeah. So Joe's the only one with kids at the moment. So how's the homeschooling going, mate? Because you lost a bit of air since we last spoke.
It's stressful. To be fair, we're quite lucky because our eldest son, he's 4 at the end of this month. He starts school in September.
Right.
And his nursery's been kept open for him to sort of catch up on some of his development that he needs to catch up on. So he's actually at nursery 4 days a week, which is an absolute godsend.
You've got a right touch there, I'll tell you.
Yeah. And then when he's at home, sort of Thursdays when he's at home all day, we're pretty much in the garden doing PE all day.
Brilliant. How many times he bowled you then?
His throwdowns are rubbish, unfortunately.
Unfortunately,
I don't think he's got the sporting or cricketing gene yet. He's got no interest in playing cricket or football for any period of time. I'm always pushing him on the swing or bouncing on the trampoline. So, yeah, not too much sport going on, unfortunately.
It's funny. I text Steve about joining us on this morning. He come back. This is typical Darren. Sorry, pal. Up and down day. What's this Zoom call about? Who you with?
He's brilliant, isn't he? I wouldn't expect anything less from Steve-O, to be honest. If you told him Tolly's on there, he'd be straight on there because he's a West Ham fan as well. But yeah, so Heino, you've got
Planet.
Sorry.
No, I was going to say Planet Steve-O. He's on his own little planet, Steve-O. Bless him.
Planet Steve-O, brilliant. Heino, what about you? You've got a baby on the way then?
Yeah, I think I was due end of July, beginning of August. So this is a great time. I feel like these days are going past so quickly. I just cook and clean. That's basically what I do.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? How my garden, not green fingered at all, but I've been out there like hoovering the lawn. Do you know what I mean? Ridiculous. I know it sounds really bad, but yeah.
Heino's one of the most domesticated players I've ever come across.
He looks it. He bats as he tidies up, doesn't he? He's very, very clean.
He irons his socks and his pillowcases.
Yeah.
Really? Nutter.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll come. If we've got like a rain delay or something, or I don't know, we're fielding and no one's in the change room. We'll all come back in the change room, and the change room will be absolutely immaculate. He's folded all of our clothes.
He's a good lad, isn't he?
He's put all of our kit in the right position, and he's just. I think it's obviously a bit of OCD, but
I think Joey's actually not nice to him, and that Joe goes around and messes up his stuff every time.
I've heard that, Joe, about you. We've done a previous Zoom call with Mitch, and I was going, who's the message? He goes, Joe Denley is an absolute nightmare, the messiest bloke on the planet.
I always get the blame for it.
No, I've got better the last couple of years because Heino changes next to me now, so I can't afford to be messy.
Yeah, he has. He's actually been good the last couple of years. He has been.
He's come up to your
Us three sit together on the bench.
Brilliant.
We used to. Now you've deserted us.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah, now
Who are you going to sit
Sussex
next to now?
I don't know. I haven't been in the change rooms yet.
Well, who are you looking to sit next to? Who are you thinking of?
I don't know. I'll probably be next to the captain for another year or two. I don't actually know. Send me a photo. They put my name on the locker, so I don't know who I'm sat next to.
I reckon you're going to sit there in the coaches area.
Yeah, I'll probably be dizzy. Actually. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Good point, mate.
Well, being a Sydney Sixers winning coach, mate, I didn't want to throw it in there, but yeah, the BBL, you done all right, mate, didn't you?
I'm surprised he hasn't put it in yet.
Well, we had a whole Zoom call on it last time about it, and about he didn't have the balls to speak to Steve Smith, his hero, or whatever. No, it wasn't Steve Smith. It was who was your idol that you didn't speak to?
No, Glenn McGrath when I seen him.
Glenn McGrath, yeah. Dennis
Yeah.
probably just got him on like WhatsApp and everything, isn't he? Do you know what I mean? He's got all the Aussies on there.
Yeah, he will do now. Oh.
So that's one of the questions, okay? Who's the most famous sporting person and non-sporting person you've got on your phone? I'll go with you, Heino, first.
Oof.
You can't mention Dennis.
Most famous. Nah, he's down the list.
Got to be AB.
I've got surely.
AB's definitely up there.
I love it. He just throws out, it's got to be, well, yeah, probably AB de Villiers, probably one of the most famous cricketers of all time.
Maybe Faffy, him and Faffy like this.
Are they? Faf du Plessis, yeah? I've
got some rugby. I've got a World Cup winning rugby captain, Siya Kolisi.
There's enough about that, mate. We don't want to hear about that because we lost, didn't we? No, fair play.
Sorry. Okay. Yeah, but probably one of them. AB's probably up there, well known.
Yeah, we've heard of him. What about you, Mitch?
I said to you last time, probably Stokes, but that's only from playing with him. But I'd have to say probably Andrew Flintoff, and it's quite random how I got his number. I played golf with him and Keith last year, and then year before last, and obviously he's quite tight with him. And then after I got a few wickets last year against Somerset, he sent me a message saying, "Well, big fella," and I was like, "I'm going to take that number."
That ain't bad, is it, from Freddie? Did you say who's this?
It's good. It's good that I'm not drinking at the moment because I used to when I get Denley's done it a few times to me where he's in my car and I go to get petrol and your phone's connected to your screen in your car. He'd go through my phone and call someone and I let it ring out. You actually going in Australia, didn't you?
Yeah, I can't remember.
It was like 2:00 in the morning. An old coach just his phone.
Brilliant. What about you, Dennis? So famous, like sporting and non-sporting.
Yeah, sporting. I don't know. It'll probably have to be a cricketer, wouldn't it? Probably Stokesy again. He's pretty famous now, isn't he, around the world? I don't have any English lads in my phone book, really.
That's what I like to hear as an Englishman, mate. That's all I want to hear. I don't want you speaking to South African, Australians or anything like that, mate. Do you know what I mean? Other than Mitch.
No. Yeah, probably Stokes. And then non-sporting would probably be Tom Chaplin, maybe.
Ooh, nice one. You pulled that one out, mate. You won the points for this round. Definitely. Tom Chaplin. But so also when you've got those people as well, is Stokes a nightmare to get hold of? I get the impression that he's really organised, but texting back is a bit of a nightmare. Or he might be spot on, I don't know.
He's all right with me.
What about you?
He's all right with me, yeah.
I don't know what he's like now, but he was when he was younger, his kit was about Heino being OCD. It was everywhere.
Really?
He might be better.
What's that got to do with messaging you back?
Exactly.
I don't know. I judge what you said before.
Right, we're going to go into the questions now. But before I start that, I want your personal hopes and what your team hopes and aspirations are for Kent boys, and then we go over to the turncoat Mitch for Sussex. So, Heino, you go first, then, mate. Your personal hopes for the season. Obviously, hope it starts, and then what you think the team could achieve in Division 1, who got promoted. So great.
Probably personally is to win a trophy. You know, we got close 2 years ago in the Royal London. So yeah, I would like to be involved in winning a trophy for Kent. And then also, yeah, probably as a team, I don't even know how it's going to work when we start playing again. What we're going to do? It's probably going to be just T20s. So probably we'll be just as a team winning that T20 competition when it starts.
Yeah, it's because it's a bit mad, isn't it, about what they talk about starting in July, but how the routine's going to go is kind of like still up in the air, isn't it? And until we get this lockdown sorted out, then it's kind of up in the air. But what about you, Dennis? First for you about Kent and then for England.
Yeah, well, I'm looking forward to getting back and playing with Kent. It feels like forever that I haven't been in that change room and been with the lads, unfortunately. But obviously playing for England's been amazing. But yeah, mostly looking forward just to getting back and contributing again with the boys. And like Heino says, just pushing towards a trophy. I think there's a lot of work gone in the last couple of years, and I think we're building up to something that could potentially be, pretty special. And hopefully, if the season starts, it will probably most likely be T20 cricket. And I think we played some really good cricket last year. I think it was just a bad run of form we had sort of the last 5 games that we let ourselves down a bit. And hopefully we can put that right and go a bit better this year once the competition starts. That is for sure. And yeah, like I say, can't wait to be involved again. I
wish you all the best for that. What about you, Mitch, with the Sussex boys?
I think, again, no one really knows what's going on. I'm under the opinion, I think that, we're only going to get 2020s in. If anything, setting a goal, Sussex has been a phenomenal 2020. They've been 3 finals days or out of the last 3, I'm not sure. But just to break in that side would be good achievement for me. I'm not a young spring chicken anymore, but with international cricket going on, I suppose it depends what other competitions are going to involve and who we lose to them sort of things. So, again, like everyone else, it's just so up in the air, isn't it? It's hard to predict.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, fair play, mate. Fair play. So I've got 30 questions here randomly. I'm just going to throw over to you guys all randomly. You choose a number. I'll just read the question and then give me your answer as honest as possible. So we'll start with you, Mitch. So you've got between 1 and 30. What number do you want?
7.
Number 7. If you could choose any other sport to play professionally, what would it be? And it'll
Golf.
go. Each question will go to all of you. This one. So if you could play a professional sport, not cricket.
I say golf, but I think I would lose massively the team. I like to be with other people. So, yeah, that's off question, but I'll say golf.
Okay, Dennis?
Football, definitely.
A bit like your brother as well. Obviously, he was involved with football, wasn't he? So have you always played football growing up and stuff like that?
Yeah, it was always football and cricket growing up. Played a bit of youth football for Charlton Athletic. I don't know if you knew that.
A little name drop there. Oh, just Charlton Athletic. What, with Lee Bowyer by any chance or something?
Yeah. I had my old man made the. Well, actually, I think Charlton offered me like another year on their sort of academy, but my old man kind of just turned it down, and he made the decision for myself to sort of focus on cricket, and probably made the right decision in the end, to be fair. But
absolutely
not a bad decision, mate. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
It's turned out all right. I'm pretty happy with it. But yeah, I love my football. So yeah, it's certainly football if I wasn't a cricketer.
Fair play. Heino, what sport would you play?
Yeah, I'd probably say golf. But yeah, like Mitch, if it's a team sport, I would love to play footy as well.
Fair play. What? Give us a number, Heino. Between 1 and 30.
4.
Worst dressed teammate and worst banter. I hope he's not on here. Worst dressed teammate and worst banter. You can include Mitch as a kind of former teammate.
Worst dressed. I actually saw now in South Africa when we played the Zanzi Super League was Jason Roy.
Really?
Yeah.
Sorry, like general.
No, he had like I don't know. It's probably so expensive, but it just looked shocking. Yeah.
It's horrific. Was
I
it?
always thought he was quite trendy.
No, he is, but what he had on there was just it wasn't good.
What about worst banter? Worst banter ever?
Oh, it's a toss up between these two.
Oh.
He's done you up there.
No,
isn't
I would say Zach Crawley. Zach
he?
Crawley, interesting band.
Why is
Zach
that then?
Crawley
Just he thinks he's
terrible
hilarious,
band.
is he?
He's been well
He's
trained.
old, man. He's old. He's a
He's old
20-year-old
before his
in
time,
an
mate.
80-year-old body, or other way around. But he's an 80-year-old in a 20-year-old body.
Is he really? That's dreadful, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what about worst dressed, Dennis, and worst banter? We can do England and we can do Kent.
Worst? Oh, right. We've all got around 6 questions. Worst dressed? What, currently playing or?
Well, you can have as many as you want, mate, to be honest.
Don't like to offend anyone. Zach Crawley's got to be up there again, worst dressed.
Yeah.
Like Heino says, he's old before his time. He'll rock up in chinos and a polo top. Bless him, he's got size 16 feet, so he can't buy any shoes that fit him. So he has to wear just what he can get his hands on. So
Chinos, that's the 80s, mate. Chinos, that's the 80s. You can't have that, can we?
I know. We take him shopping every now and then and sort of try and update his wardrobe.
Remember
But,
we went out in Durham. We had a good win in Durham. We all went out as a team, and he come out with a Muhammad Ali shirt on. One Muhammad Ali.
Oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. What about you, Dennis? What about a number from you, Dennis? A number from you.
6, please.
Number 6. What was your inspiration for playing cricket, or who was your inspiration for playing cricket?
Probably my old man. Youngest sort of memories. Why I fell in love with the game was going down to my local cricket club at Whitstable, watching him play on a Saturday and playing cricket all day on the sidelines in the nets. Couldn't get enough of it really. And that was kind of my childhood growing up was very cricket orientated, sport orientated, and that was because of probably my old man. And he was probably, or has been, the biggest driver in terms of pushing me and that support, I suppose. So he'd certainly be the one.
Fair play. What about you, Heino? Heino first, so Mitch.
I didn't really have like anyone that I looked up to. Yeah, early days. I think it was just I did all sports at school, and then it's just probably what I was best at, and kept on going with it. And then started getting my role models and people that I looked up to. But yeah, early days, I can't even remember watching cricket, to be fair.
You haven't done badly from it, though, have you? Do you know what I mean? Because you didn't watch cricket when you were younger.
I was normally like, I don't know, the kids nowadays probably won't know, but like climbing trees and doing stuff like that. So I wasn't really watching or listening to cricket at all.
Brilliant. Right, Mitch?
Yeah, I think Australia, I think all our parents, cricket's not a game that they take to, and it takes 90 minutes on a Saturday morning. For my dad, and not so much my mum because she didn't enjoy cricket, I had sisters. But my dad, they drive you there on a Saturday morning, be there 8 o'clock, till 6 o'clock at night, and you go and they've got to drive you around. I would have to say as well, I don't think I ever got anywhere where I did without my dad pushing me out back.
That's fair play. Fair play. Inspirational. Right, who we want going next? So, Mitch, give me a number. I'm just going to fire the numbers now and not ask you all the same questions.
1.
So, 1. Favourite type of crisps? Random. Favourite type of crisps?
These chips they're called, mate, not these crisps. They're called chips.
Ooh, it's all going off on a Monday night. Question. A number, Joe, please. Give me a number.
24.
24 is best bowler and batsman you've ever faced. Best batsman.
Best batsman
bowler.
I've come up against. Best batsman would have to be Steve Smith. Only because during the Ashes series, I just didn't feel like we was getting him out. It was bizarre. I've never felt like that.
He was just that confident. He just thought he would just he was smashing.
I don't know. He was just that good. Like, he had his own way of batting. Obviously, he's got his own technique, and it looks ugly. But I don't know. As soon as he was like 5 or 10, you just penciled him in almost.
Really?
Like, yeah, it's just the way he played. Like, we hit him on the pads, and he's so far outside off snow. We had no chance of getting him out of LB because he didn't miss one on his legs. And then we couldn't nick him off because he just left so well. And yeah, he was just unbelievable. So he's probably him and yeah. I love AB de Villiers, but I don't think I've played against him. But I think live, or having seen someone live, it would have to be Steve Smith.
Fair play. What about bowler? So bowler.
Best bowler. Best bowler I've faced?
Yes.
Question. Get some stick here. I don't want to pick Aussies.
But just say that there's no one good that you faced.
I thought you were going to.
You're too good.
Oh, Smith and Cummings, sorry.
Yeah, Cummings is definitely up there, but actually one of the toughest was probably Steve Harmison.
All right. Okay.
And Graham Onions actually used to get me out for fun. But Steve Harmison, just because his pace and his bounce, he was really disgusting to face. Sort of his good length balls would always be sort of veering up into your throat. So yeah, him probably.
Okay, fair play. What about you, Heino? Give me a number, mate.
20.
20. Proudest moment playing for Kent? Too many to count, mate, really, isn't there? The amount of runs you got.
No, the proud would probably be getting my cap. That's a pretty proud moment. And then also in the semi-final, I think it was a pretty special day. Getting us to the final was pretty good.
That was pretty special 100, wasn't it? That was, to be fair, that season, Heino, you must have averaged about 100 that year.
He was on fire, wasn't he?
In the one-day competition, it was absolutely remarkable. Yeah.
The batting as well was remarkable.
What's that? What did you say?
Opening the bat.
And never again.
Yeah.
And never again.
That's right.
Brilliant, mate. Brilliant.
Just go to show, if you're going to bat anywhere in white ball cricket, it's opening up. It's definitely the easiest spot by a mile. I think I could score off the order in a white ball game.
Have you ever opened in white ball, Mitch?
No chance.
Right, give us a number. Mitch, give us a number.
You bowl one short ball to Mitch, he's buggered.
Is he gone?
Correct. As we get older, 30.
Number 30. Okay. So, what's the capital of Peru? Random little question there.
Come on, Mitchy.
Hold on, Mitch. Haven't got a clue. Anybody else? Dennis or Heino?
Nope.
My number?
Yeah, well, yeah, the answer is Lima.
Lima.
Lima. Yeah, he's Googled it, Heino, hasn't he? Random question. So if we had a question of sport, who would be the winner? Do you reckon out of you three? Question of sport. Dennis has actually been on it, so fair play.
Yeah, what is Dennis? Remember Dennis on Question of Sport?
I'll be honest with that question. Probably Heino, I reckon. Mitch is really dumb. I'm not that clever, but I think Heino's probably...
I wouldn't back myself.
Heino's probably brainy.
It depends on the questions. If they're English related, well, Joey, we never done anything related to this side of the world.
Yeah, I wouldn't put my name up.
Brilliant. Right.
Joey saw the battle in 1982.
Number 2, please, Toddy.
Number 2, favourite sporting film of all time. Favourite sporting film. That's a tough one, man. There's some tough questions, isn't there?
Yeah. Blindside.
Blindside, brilliant. Sandra Bullock. I thought you might have gone for Escape to Victory or something like that. Or
that was decent.
That's not bad.
Fair play. More.
Yeah, there's loads, isn't there? Yeah. But when I put you on the spot, it's
that
difficult.
One springs to mind. I quite enjoyed that one.
Blindside was brilliant. Yeah. Heino, number, please.
3.
3. What football team do you support and why? I'm going to go to each one of you.
Man United.
No way.
It's the first football game I ever watched.
What, last year? Yeah.
I've been supporting them, for
2.5 years.
about 20 odd years.
Oh, fair play.
When I was young, I supported everything red. So that was the first red team that I watched. And then I supported Ferrari, Mick Doohan when he was riding bikes. And yeah, my rugby team back home is also red and white. So
who's the current captain of Man United?
You had Ashley Cole.
What?
Ashley Cole?
Ferdinand was.
I think you meant Ashley Young, didn't he?
No,
Knows his football, doesn't he? Knows his football. Ashley Cole.
I can name the whole United team now.
You can. Brilliant. So, Dennis,
I'll think about Young.
Go on.
Who do I support?
So, Dennis, what team do you support and why?
Yeah, see, I grew up supporting Arsenal. But, sorry, I'm just charging my phone.
No worries.
I grew up supporting Arsenal. My love for them has kind of faded over the last few years, to be fair. I don't know. I like Liverpool now.
No, you can't change your team. Can't change your team, for God's sake, Dennis. That's the unwritten rule.
I don't know. I can't really say I follow anyone these days.
That's fair play.
Football.
Fair play, Mitch.
I support anyone that someone supports, and I go to watch a game. Anyone they're playing against, that's who I support.
Just because you're a complete wind-up. Yeah.
Again. Sorry, I've been thinking now. I had an absolute mind blank about the captain, or else Lima. I totally.
Wait, mate, we're not.
We got that, mate.
Yeah, you're not in Australia, mate, so you can't have a delay for that. Do you know what I mean?
Break my wife's hair a bit. She's going to be doing.
Is that because of the pressure of the question? Right. Dennis, give us a number, mate.
9? Has that been?
9? No. If you had 3 words to explain your career, what would they be? Careful, Mitch. Good question.
Yeah.
If you can't answer it, I'll let these guys say it for you. And no swearing.
Spot. Go on then, yeah, let's see what they say.
Mitch, if you've got 3 words to explain Dennis and then Heino, you've got 3 words.
I'd say those have to be successful.
That's 1.
Hardworking, 2 words. So that's 3 altogether.
All right, okay, fair play. Heino? He'll come out with some beauties. Look at him now, Heino.
I would say just great all-round player.
Great all-round player. Even thought about it and nearly was 4 words. But anyway, so Heino, number. Give us a number, mate.
29.
29. Best catch you have seen or taken, personally? Best catch you've ever
He's
seen
taken a few. He's taken a few.
So have you for England, Dennis? That's got to be for your one.
Yeah,
I've dropped some as well.
I wanted to mention Dennis's catch in the Ashes.
But he's one in New Zealand.
No, I don't have one catch that I can think back of that I. No.
Right, fair play. Mitch, you got a number?
3.
3. We've had that.
5.
5. Best banter and teammate who makes you laugh and plays the most practical jokes.
Oh, it would have to be 2 in this room, as bad as that. I think no matter what happened in the Kent change room, Joe and I got the blame for it. We was squeaky clean. I still to this day say it was. We never messed up Heino's stuff. We never stuck shoes to the floor. We never put physio's clothes in the ceiling, and we got the blame for it. So anything that happened, it was just like blame Mitch. And
I've got to give it over to Joe. What his answer is to that, mate? Do you agree with Mitch?
What was the question?
You're basically the best banter and teammate who plays the most practical jokes, and he's just said it was
me?
like you both got blamed for it all the time.
Yeah, we definitely always. If anything happens in the changing room, like he says, if people's shoes are stuck to the ceiling or things go missing, it's always me or Mitch. 100%.
Even though it's not you at all, no? Or Mitch?
Well, no comment.
No comment. Oh, no. Over to you, mate.
No, it's like they say, where there's smoke, there's fire, and these two, it's always them. And they always go to that same thing that they just said. Now it's always
Not
never them.
always.
It's never them.
Never
but
them.
They're the ones that know about it.
Brilliant. Right. Joe, give us a number.
11.
11. Hopes for next season when it starts your team in person. We've already done that in the interview, haven't we? Another one.
22.
22. Best golfer amongst teammates. Past and present.
Let's stick with the Kent boys.
We on Steve-O.
Yeah, Steve-O's very good at golf, and so he should be. Any second he's not playing cricket, bless his wife, he's on the golf course.
Say this, record this. Ready, go. Hang on, go.
What?
Question.
Who's the best? The best golfer?
Best golfer in the Kent team, Dennis.
Darren Stevens, and he should be, because any second he's not playing cricket, he's on the golf course. His poor wife Katie has to deal with the little kids 24/7. She's pretty much a single parent, bless her. So he should be the best golfer, and he is.
Brilliant, by far, because he has enough time to practice. Hello, Steve-O, legend.
He's gonna hate.
He's going to hate that, isn't he? What about Heino? A number, mate?
28.
28. Funniest moment playing for Kent? Or comical moment, or any kind of moment that springs to mind?
Every coach trip playing cards with these two on screen.
Are they bandits?
Every time
sharks?
they come second and third behind me.
Do they?
Hate it. They absolutely hate it. And then Mitch Sniff.
We do have some banter on the coach. We always play cards, us three and whoever else.
It's probably the best time. It's the thing I miss the most.
The banter on the cards.
If there's a group of about 6 of us playing cards on the bus, it doesn't matter who's playing. The competition's always between us three.
Is it? Brilliant. I love that, mate. I love that. Right, this is going to run out in a minute because it's a Zoom call. If we re-enter, then I'll take 10 minutes of your time, if that's okay, because we'll talk about the charity, a couple more questions, and then go from there. Is that all right?
Yeah.
So if we go out of the meeting, it'll be the same code as well. So I'll just end it now, and then I'll see you in 2 minutes.